Today's Miami Proud commemorates Women's History Month by shining a spotlight on longtime journalist and Miami Herald writer Bea Hines. Hines is now a great-grandmother and still meeting her deadlines with her weekly column.
She is also a true trailblazer as the newspaper's first black female reporter. Here's CBS 4's Lauren Pastrana.
Maya Angelou is one of my mentors. I knew her personally.
Bea Hines' home is filled with memories of her very long career.
When I walked into those buildings, there were manual typewriters, no electric typewriters.
She was first hired to work in the Miami Herald library while raising 2 boys and going to school for journalism. 4 years later, in 1970, she got her big break as a reporter.
I had been raised from $60 starting salary to $110. And in 4 years, that was not much, but I was thankful for it because I had been a maid before then.
On her first day as a reporter, there was a riot in her Liberty City neighborhood.
Well, I wasn't dressed for a riot. You know, everybody else had on sensible clothes and sensible shoes, you know, to cover the riot and the heat in June. But I went and I didn't have credentials. And my very first story that I wrote that day got on the front page the next morning.
She vividly recalls what happened next.
The city desk people didn't know what to do with this black female who is also green. You know, I'm coming into this is a white male domain.
They sent her on wild goose chases in her own car. One time arriving to find the address was the city dump.
At that time, it was a big mound of dirt with buzzards flying overhead and everything. I was really angry, but being a Christian and having faith, I let the Lord speak to me.
She sang a gospel song all the way back and eventually approached her editor.
And I said, the guys at the desk are playing games with me. So why don't you let me cover the black community, because you never have done a good job of it. I wrote stories about Overtown. I told them about 2nd Avenue and what it was like growing up in Overtown. I wrote about Liberty City.
From there, she would cover features, religion, teach workshops at colleges, and earn several accolades.
Right after the McDuffie riots, I won the Peace Among Us Award. I think it was 81 or 82 that I was nominated for the Pulitzer. And I was really proud of that.
Hines retired from full-time work in 2001, but continued her weekly column, a community voice and an influencer in the truest sense of the word.
I think I introduced Miami, white Miami, and people of other cultures to life as a black person.
Lauren Pastrana, CBS 4 News.
CBS 4's Miami Proud is sponsored by FPL. Learn more about Florida's energy future at fpl.com/value.